You speak Spanish?
I have been learning. I'm at a B1 now.
What does that mean?
Level B1. So you start with nothing, and then your levels are A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. Now, so I'm intermediate. A is beginning, B is intermediate, C is high. And once you get past C2, then you become fluent.
I've never heard of that. I didn't know there was levels. I
didn't either till I came here.
Why not bring her back to the States?
Oh no. Absolutely not. No.
Why not?
It's too toxic. The culture, well, a couple things. The culture is just completely different. I would never want to expose her to the culture why take her someplace that I left? And secondly, she has no desire to go to the States, not to live. She would like to go strictly to visit and meet my mother, and to meet my kids, but she has no desire to leave here.
Have you heard of the Passport Bros?
I have heard of the Passport Bros. Just recently, actually. When I went to Atlanta for a couple of months, for September and October. And it started popping up on my feed, and I'm like, Passport? What is Passport Bros? So I started, watching some videos and getting into it, and I'm like, oh wow, this is a real, it's a movement now. Well, not now, it's been a movement. For me, it was just normal, because I guess when you look at it, I am one, because I stopped dating in the United States over a decade ago.
OG.
Had never put a name on it like Passport Bro, but I mean, it's nothing new. Men have been going overseas for decades.
Will you ever go back home, or is Colombia your home?
Colombia is my home. I'll never give up that little blue book. You can bet that. I'll never give up my citizenship. But I'm in the process. I got a couple more years, but yeah, I'm being naturalized to become a Colombian citizen. So yeah, Colombia is my home.
Would you consider your wife traditional?
Oh, she's very traditional. From day one. Even from dating. When it got to the point, if I came to her house and for dinner or something, she would serve me at the table. I remember the first time I got up to take my plate, I thought she was going to have a heart attack. Her role is she takes care of the house, she takes care of the family, she takes care of me. I provide, just like I would anyway, but I provide, I protect. I'm the final decision maker. We talk about different things, and I ask her advice, and she gives me her input, and then she's like, but whatever you decide is what we'll do. This morning, for example, I got up at 6:30 to get ready for work. I have no idea what time she got up, but by the time I got up, she had cooked my lunch, had everything packed. By the time I just went to the bathroom and came out, she had my towel, she had my washcloth. She asked me if I wanted coffee or tea. This is every morning.
Every morning?
Every morning. Every morning. Monday through Friday, every morning. She makes sure that when I leave that house and when I come back, I don't have any worries. I have total peace. There's no nagging, there's no arguing. She takes care of it. The house is always clean. She does not let me clean. She does let me cook though, because I like to cook. So on weekends, I cook for her. But
okay.
Yeah, she's very, very traditional.
Man, blessings. Is your wife educated?
Yes. Yeah. She doesn't have a college degree, but yes, she is very educated. And like I said, she's had her own business for 20 something years.
Which is?
She makes clothes. She's a seamstress. She has contracts where she makes clothes for colleges, universities, for other businesses, for some government offices.
If men want to find wives out here, where should we look?
Sure. The grocery store, the parks, just anywhere. Women are so approachable here. It's great. We actually met on the train station platform. Yeah. And we were talking, and then we got together, we went out. But yeah, you can find women here anywhere. They're very easy to talk to, very approachable. I would not look for a woman in the club or anything like that. Just, same rules as in the States. You're not going to find what you want there. But here, walking down the street, you don't have to be afraid to approach a woman. You can talk to women easily, even if you don't know Spanish. They will still talk to you. They will, if you're looking for directions or whatever, they'll help you. It doesn't matter. So yeah, just in everyday life.
Lastly, any thoughts on the women that say we are looking to dominate and abuse poor, uneducated women abroad?
Yeah, I've got some thoughts.
Share 'em, brother, share 'em.
These are women who don't have a clue. And what they're doing is looking, instead of looking at themselves to see, what am I doing? They start shaming, blaming the men, making it the men's fault that we can't handle a strong woman, or that we seek dominance. That's my favorite one. Because I think what triggers them is when they hear that word submissive. They don't understand what submissive actually is. A woman who is submissive to her husband, it isn't that she's doing everything he tells her, she's just, serving him and all. No. Part of that is, but once a woman submits to a man submits to his woman. It's a two-way street, And don't think that, like I said, she's submissive, she's very traditional, but let something happen that she don't like. Oh yeah, she'll let me know quick, real quick. That Hispanic temper will come out real quick. But she knows when enough is enough, and she doesn't add to that nagging, So most of the time, and in all these videos that I've seen, all these women who are just talking and going on about dominating and buying little girls. What in the, I don't even.
The child bride.
It's ridiculous. All they're doing is trying to shift the blame instead of doing a self-analysis to see why men are leaving instead, and no men from any other country is coming there to seek American women. They're not.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Bonus round.
Come on.
Do you think they really believe that guilt tripping will somehow shift the odds in their favor?
No, but it makes them feel better. And it gives them something to talk about and unite with.
Like a loser's respite.
Yeah. The men don't care. The men have checked out. And in fact, one thing that I saw, talking about the passport bros, that I saw was very interesting. When I started going, because I went all the way back and I started looking at all these videos like from a couple of years ago, and the men were never talking to the women. They were talking to other men. The women got involved, starting to, bring remarks and
sign language.
Yeah, and the men were never even talking to them. They just got involved. And that's when it started with the shaming, the guilting, and all the other stuff. And then you had some of the guys get involved.
I question them.
Why would they care anyway? Number one, the facts are, women outnumber the men, period. Okay, so the more men that leave, now the ones that are still there have even more to choose from. They should be congratulating.
They should be elated. They should be happy.
They should be. But misery loves company. But also, it's about clicks and likes.
Rodney, it's been a pleasure, man.
Hey, Saran, it has. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Man, thank you for letting me come visit you at this wonderful establishment.
Hey, anytime. I'm always open for people to come and visit, and when I can, show them around. I've got a couple of my other boys just moved here. One of them got married to another Colombiana. So yeah, man, the community's growing.
Yes, sir, and it's gonna keep growing. 2023 predictions. You think there's gonna be a whole lot more passport bros?
Oh yeah, I absolutely do. Escape the plantation, homie. Escape.